This is so narcissistic of me, but that's okay. Zip, lock it up, chuck away the key. This ain't the time for that. Weirded out, disgust. Girl, come on. That is devil, that is Satan, and that is hell. Oh my God, you can see so much mess. Hold on, ow. I always start my videos here just to give it some kind of introduction. So we're like moving with the story, you know, take you on a journey. My windows are so big, everyone could see me. Anyway, look who, ow my God, my hand got caught under my seat. You will not believe the morning that I've had. Like, let me just explain. One thing about me is I can't survive during the heat. I literally can't. It's like my body just shuts down. I can't do anything. So because of that, I got a huge air conditioning unit. Basically, the hose where all the water comes out of, it slipped from the bucket onto my wooden floors. You wanna know the biggest rule about wooden floors? Don't put water on it. That's what my mum told me. And I just spent the past like 30 minutes wiping it all up with my t-shirt. Come to find out, my t-shirt is literally like waterproof. Like, I don't actually think it's made out of a waterproof material, but it literally wouldn't absorb water. Anyway, I just, oh my God, like just too hot. Like, sometimes it's too much for me. And the amount of dust underneath my air conditioner, you would have thought it was there for like 10 years. No, I literally put it there a week ago. I just want to spend like all my money on bags. Like, I just really want. Remember when Kylie posted that like wardrobe tour? At least I think she did. And she had like 50 bags. Or actually, I'm probably thinking of Jeffree Star. But you know what I mean. You know that video of Jeffree Star where he showed his like pink wardrobe? That changed history. Like, when I saw that, I was like, oh, okay, so this is what it feels like to actually have clothes and just experience life to the fullest. Anyway, because of that, I want a huge bag collection. To be fair, I feel like all you really need is like 3. I feel like every good thing comes in 3s. Like, you need 3 good staple shoes, you need 3 good staple bags, 3 basic tops, 3 basic trousers, and your life is literally set, according to me at least. Anyway, today what I'm going to be talking about is I'm going to be talking about how I'm rebranding my life before I'm 20 and just give you guys a little life update and catch you up to speed on everything that's going on, because these are just so, like, these are some of my favorite videos to film because I can just sit in front of a camera, hold my cute little microphone and literally talk about nothing for 30 minutes straight. My dream date, if I was to ever, no, this is like, wait, this is so narcissistic of me, but that's okay. If I was to ever go on a date with someone and they just kept talking about themselves, I'd be like, girl, come on, like, I'm the star of the show, let's talk about me. Like, if I was to ever go on a date with someone, I'd want them to ask me question, and I wouldn't ask them any questions. Is that narcissistic? Probably, but you know what, it's 2026. When people say like, oh my God, you're so vain, I'm like, oh, like, that's a compliment. Thank you so much for complimenting me. Like, that's one of the nicest compliments I can get, because it's like, who wouldn't want to be obsessed with themselves? Like, if you're not obsessed with yourself, who do you think is going to be obsessed with you? Like, baby, it starts from the roots. It starts from the get-go. If you're not head over heels about how perfect you are, then no one else is going to be. So I would encourage being vain. Pretty sure like I actually only learned the definition of vain like last week. So many times I find new words. Sorry, it's like, get on with the video, but so many times I find out new words and I'm like, I'm only realizing this now. That's crazy. For the amount I read, you would think my vocabulary is on point. It's far from on point, but that's okay. What we're going to be doing today is I've got a list of things here which I'm going to be talking about, and I'm basically just going to be talking about my rebrand, because if you guys don't know, my birthday is August 20th. Note that down. A lot of people are like, oh, these are like cute birthdays and ugly birthdays. I think August 20th is like quite a cute birthday. That's like the epitome. That's the peak of summer. Like, you're not really going to get much more of a summer than August 20th. I just love the month of August. Yes, today I'm talking about the rebrand because my birthday's literally next month. Oh, wow. That's crazy. We had the month of June, which was the month of Pride. Then July is just like a cute summer month. And then August is my birthday. And September is genuinely like my favorite time of year. Like, towards like the last week of September, you can literally taste the crisp autumn in the air. It's perfect. Anyway, I'm going to be talking about a bunch of things today, so I hope you guys are excited. And if you're looking at this and being like, oh, I don't want to watch this boy yap about nothing for 30 minutes straight, I don't really have a lot to tell you. This chair is going to annoy me so much. Like, can you stop squeaking? Anyway, hopefully my microphone can cut it all out. Anyway, I genuinely cannot believe that I'm literally turning 20. Like, that's so crazy. It's so crazy, but at the same time, I feel like mentally I've been 20 since I was like 16. Like, I felt like the day I hit 16, I was basically 20. Do you want to know what I find so fascinating? Can you believe 19 and 21 is only 2 years apart? That's criminal. That should be on a criminal handbook. Like, that should be illegal. Like, you literally, once you turn 19, you have 19 to 20, which is 1 year. Oh, and then 20 to 21, which is 2 years. Like, that's disgusting. The difference between 19 and 21 should at least be like 3 years at the minimum. Only giving me 2 years? That's bold of you, whoever came up with that law, but that's okay. Yeah, anyway, I feel like I've always kind of felt like I'm 20. Do Do you know what I mean? Like, I feel like since I turned 16, I've always just felt mature. Like, I really don't want to, like, oh my God, it's like every single time I speak about anything, it's just like, girl, narcissism, narcissism, narcissism. Let a boy be. But what was I gonna say? I always just feel like I'm 2 steps ahead, or should I say like 5 steps ahead? Like right now, I don't feel 19, I feel 25. Like I'm acting, I'm existing, I'm behaving as a 25-year-old. My intentions are set. I know which direction my life is headed. Like, do you know what I mean? I just feel like a grown adult. I don't really feel like a teenager. Not to say that I don't want to be a teenager, because like, you know, you should, you know, experience your youth and all of that. But, you know, well, actually, no, I was gonna say I didn't experience like my teenage years how like you typically should and would as a teenager. But that would be a lie, because I honestly think I did. Like, I feel like when I was like 16, no, I'll say 17. When I was like 17, that was like my reckless era. Well, I say it was my reckless era, like, oh, it really, you know, it wasn't that reckless in the grand scheme of things. But I feel like I've had my fun. Like when I was 17, I had my fun. I went to a couple parties, I drank, I, you know, had some fun. I didn't really care about a lot of things that I should be caring about. And I feel like because I had that 1 year, it's all out my system. Like right now, I'm so focused on just working. And you might be like, oh my God, why would you want to do that when you're so young? Like be free, don't just work till you die. And I'm like, no, I want to literally work every single day until I get exactly what I want. I'm not joking when I say I think I'm the most ambitious person I've ever met in my entire life. I am so beyond ambitious and disciplined, and I know exactly what I want. And I just love that about me because, you know, as Emma Chamberlain once said in her podcast, RIP, she always said you should always have a goal that you're striving towards. And I completely agree, except I have like 10 and they're all like the top, the top, the top. If you like ask my younger me, like, oh, what do you picture your life to look like at 19? I would honestly say now that I'm 19 years old, it's pretty accurate. Like I would say it's pretty accurate. Like I'm doing my social media. I'm building a career where I'm able to express myself and have fun. Like I'm about to move out. You know, like this is pretty much where I wanted to be. Obviously I'm sure there are a few things that I'd want to have changed, but overall I'm really, really happy. Guys, when I move to London, I feel like I'm just gonna be a whole brand new person. Oh yeah, also I try not to swear. Like if you guys notice, I try and like avoid swearing in my YouTube videos because like it's just not great. Like it's not great for a lot of reasons. But also in real life, I also don't swear that much either. Because I was gonna say, when I move to London, I'm gonna be a brand new, you know, I really am considering getting filler. But it's like, I only want to get filler for the sake of getting filler. I don't actually want to get filler to fill up my face or to change how I look. And also, it's like, where would you get filler in my face? Like maybe like my cheekbone or like my jaw or like my chin. But like, you just want to get it done to literally fit in with the rest. And it's like, you should never do that. So don't worry, I'm not silly. I'm not just gonna, you know, come up with a stupid decision and go along with it. If I do ever make any big decisions like that, there'll be a huge thought process. And also, doesn't filler like migrate? That's like one thing I'm petrified about if I was to ever get filler. It literally migrates into like these parts of your face and then you just have random clumps in your face. You think I can be dealing with that stress on top of literally the stress of trying to pay my rent every month? No, I can't. So I'm not going to be doing that. Also, this is so off topic and I'm literally just talking about nothing, but my phone is an iPhone 13 and she like, girl, she's going through it. I am in no financial decision to drop £500 on a new phone. Actually, literally more, but girl, she's really, really struggling. Like if I use my phone for more than like 30 minutes in one go, the light just like dims, like it just dims and you can't undim it unless the phone cools down, and it's so glitchy and slow and like, yeah, it's just quite a lot, but it's okay. Now I'm going to talk about looking back at my teenage years, because my teenage years, ow, they were kind of all over the place. I'll give you guys a real quick rundown for, I don't know, you guys really don't care, but that's okay. When I was like 13, 14, I can't remember what I was doing with my life. I was depressed, I was going to school, I hated school more than anything. One thing I need to talk about is school. I still get so many nightmares about school. For the past 3 days in a row, I've got nightmare after nightmare after nightmare, and it's teachers from my secondary school which are appearing in my dreams. If I ever see any one of my teachers in person, it's on site. Like, I'm not joking. One thing about me is I don't like to get physical, but with my secondary school teachers, that is the only exception. They come to the front. I've never done boxing before. Oh my God, some of my teachers in secondary school are the most evil, twisted people I've ever met. Let me tell you a story time. And the second I saw this, I was like, right, I knew this school was not for me. Okay, basically, that was like this year 7, and I think I was in like year 10 at the time. And he was literally just kicking a ball like against a wall, just literally passing a ball back and forth to himself. And he was kicking the ball, and then accidentally, instead of kicking the ball went towards a car. But like, it was very much like an accident. But it's not like he yammed it. Like, it was literally like a meter away and he was just gently kicking it. And then one of my teachers, I could so out his name by it right now, but I'm not gonna get messy. Like, I could out all of them, but I'm not going to, because I like to keep it cute and I like to keep it clean. But one of my teachers saw that he did that and he shouted like, I've never seen anyone shout in my life. Like, he yelled at the top of his lungs like he was a Demogorgon. And I was like, if he screams in front of his children like that, literally God bless them. Like, God bless them, because that scream, if that scream was to my face, it would stick with me till the day I died. It was the most terrifying shout I've ever heard in my life. I can't even remember what he said exactly, but he just went, oh my God, like, blah, 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 and did all this stuff. And I was like, is that necessary? That's not even the main part. I'm so bad at telling stories. It's like, girl, just cut to the chase. Anyway, basically, he stormed up to the boy. He like expanded his like build like this. He put his shoulders out. He put his arms out like this. And he literally stormed up to him and spread his legs apart. And then not only did he come up to the boy, he was like this and he was moving closer towards the boy. And the boy was like, oh, okay. Like, obviously he felt like his personal space was, you know, getting taken up. So he took a lot of step backs. And then the teacher just was like this, was shouting and just literally pushed him up against a wall. You guys are doing too much. Like, just because your wife cheated on you, just because you didn't, you know, get that good cookie that one night or something like that, you're acting like that? No, like, that's not necessary. Anyway, I have so many stories which I could get into from school, but this ain't the time for that. Yeah, when I was 13, 14, 15, baby, I was just trying to survive through school. I can't even really remember what happened, but I think it was literally just life or death every single day. Waking up at 7 a.m. is something I can't do. I can't do it. I think my school would start at like 9 o'clock. No, do you want me to tell you like the real gag? This is like gaggy of me. This is gaggy. My school would start at like 8:50 and my alarm would go off at 8:30. And believe it or not, I would spend 10 minutes getting ready. This is so embarrassing to admit, but you know, before I've slept in my uniform, so that way in the mornings I didn't have to change. I mean, it was comfy and it's not like I sweated whilst I was sleeping. So no, if anything, I call it a life hack. But yeah, I would sleep in my uniform. I would get up at 8:30. I'd brush my teeth, have something to eat, shove it down my throat within 10 minutes. It would be 8:40. And then I'd cycle to school as quick as I could to make it for 9 o'clock. And that's on efficiency. Like, girl, if I need to be somewhere, I'll be somewhere. 16, 17, I was in sixth form. College was definitely better than high school because like you had so much more freedom, but so many of my teachers hated me. And in retrospect, like I do understand why they hated me because I was failing a lot of my classes, but let a girl live. Like I was clearly struggling. Like teachers knew that I was struggling and I was trying to do everything that I could to survive, yet they would still get so angry at me. I can't even out them, but one of my teachers, while she wanted me dead, she was so disappointed for me to be in her class. And I was like, sorry, like I'm just trying to make it through the end of the day, so give me a break. When I would finish that Friday period, that final last Friday period, the school would finish at 4:10 p.m. It would feel like how Newton felt when he discovered gravity. Like it would feel like the first man to go on the moon. Like that is how it felt. I was like, oh my God, finally I can breathe. And then I'd go home, I'd relax. Friday, I'd sleep. Saturday, I'd just spend the day. Oh, Sunday's here again. Oh, looks like I have to go through the entire week of literal hell and misery all over again. I didn't want to do that. So I'm so glad school is over. I was 18 when I started my social media, and the second I left school, baby, I was on my social media grind because I always had the fear of posting whilst I was in school because I got bullied so badly pretty much throughout school. Like throughout my entirety, I got bullied really, really bad. Not really, really bad, but I did get bullied badly. And I was like, if I add social media to the mix of things that people can bully me about, I'm not going to survive. So that was like, right, I just have to leave school. And once I've left school, then I can spend the time doing what I want. And thank God I did. And now in a couple weeks time, I'm moving to London. Wow, I don't actually know about that. I mean, not jinx nothing, but you know. Now I want to talk about why I'm ready for a new era because I am more than ready. Mentally, I've been ready for a new era since I turned 18. Like I've been in the same mindset since I turned 18. Granted, I am only 19 now, but still, I am so excited for my 20s. Like I'm just excited because everyone always says like, oh my God, your 20s are like the years of your life and da 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 da. And I'm just excited because like, I'm so excited with my career. Like I pour my heart, my soul, my energy, my talent, my spirits. I pour everything into, oh, by spirits, I meant like, you know, like your spirits, like manifestation spirits, not like spirits like, yeah, anyway. I literally only drink like twice a year and that's on Christmas and summer, but you know, now that I'm moving to London, things might change. Oh my God, let me tell you guys a fun fact. I've never been to a club in my life. Can you believe that? Like, I love telling people that when they're like, oh my God, what's a fun fact about you? Oh, baby, I always know what to say. Because like I said, my reckless era was when I was 17 and obviously you can't go to clubs when you're 17. So I've never been to a club. That's pretty fun. Like I don't know. I just think that's so fun. Specifically in my 20s, I just want to be the most loud, the most confident, the most authentic version of myself as possible. And I feel like within the past 2 years, I've worked so beyond hard on just like focusing and realizing who I am and like showcasing that as strong as possible. Like whenever I speak to anyone, I just want to speak to them and then immediately pick up on who I am, how funny I am, what I stand for, my personality and things like that. And I feel like that's one of my special talents. Like I feel like I can speak to anyone in the world. Within 2 minutes, they will immediately understand just my aura, my energy and what I bring to the table. So yeah, This is like quite, I don't know if this is like too, I wouldn't say OCD, but I don't know if this is too like hyper-focused. I pretty much have a plan for the remainder of my entire life. Like within every couple years, I have a plan of like where I should be, what I should be doing, how far I should be and stuff like that. So yeah, you might be like, oh my God, that's like really like obsessed. And yeah, it is. And like, I'm just so excited to move out and wake up every single day and just be happy chasing what I want. Like here in my room, obviously I am super, super happy chasing what I want to an extent, but it's like, I'm not fully there. Like I'm a good 70, or did I say 70? Probably not. I'd maybe say like I'm a good 60, but I feel like I don't want to create the expectation and say like, oh, when I move out, my entire life is going to be so much easier. But like, I genuinely think in a way it will be, because I just don't have to surround myself with people who are trying to dim my light. And oh my God, the people you surround yourself with is one of the most important things ever. Like ever, ever, ever. So yeah, I'm just super, super excited, and I think great things are gonna come. And also, once I go to London, I've got so many fun ideas. Guys, I think for my 100k TikTok special, I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I wanna do something really, really fun. Like I wanna go to like Go Ape and vlog the experience, or I wanna go to like a inflatable water park in the summer. That's a good idea. But I couldn't bring this camera because it's not waterproof, but I'll find something. Yeah, I just wanna do fun things. And also, I'm gonna go whichever room I can get into once I'm in London, I will be there. I don't care if it's at 3 a.m, 4 a.m, 6 p.m, midnight. If someone is like, hi Jafer, like we really, really want you to come to here or there, or audition for this, or be loud at this, or speak in front of these people here, give me the papers, give me the bookings, put it in my calendar, I'm ready. I just want to put myself out there in as many ways as possible, because I feel like if you want to grow, you have to be willing to put yourself out there. And thank God I've spent like my past teenage years just learning how to showcase my most confident side. So because of that, now when I feel like I'm going into London, I feel like I'm just ready. Like I am. This is what people say. They're like, actually, God, I was gonna say like a lot of people ask me if you're introvert or extrovert. No one asked me that. Like no one asked me that. And I feel like for the most part, I'm definitely more extroverted, but it's only if I feel safe. Like, because unfortunately, maybe I've tried to be an extrovert in environments where I haven't felt safe and it didn't end too good. But if I'm like in a safe environment, whether that's like in an event or a professional setting or like people who I trust, then I would definitely say I'm an extrovert. I would literally speak to anyone about anything and yap for literal Britain. But if I'm like uncomfortable in a situation, then I will be more introverted, because you have to be careful. Like if people aren't vibing with you being a loud, goofy clown, then obviously you can't just goof around all day. You need to assess the situation. So as long as I feel safe and comfortable, I would definitely say I'm an extrovert. Yeah, but in places that I don't feel safe, zip, lock it up, chuck away the key, sit back and observe. Before I got bullied, like I'd say the first time I like properly got bullied was in secondary school. Like obviously in primary school, people did say, you know, rude things to me, but it was like, it didn't really, you know, when you're a child, you're just so naturally confident. It didn't affect me. However, in secondary school, when I realized people would bully me literally for me existing as myself, that is when I realized, right, God, we got to change up the method, because this is not acceptable. And because of that, I genuinely felt like I lost my spark. But now, well, not now, but like within the past couple years, thank myself, thank the universe, thank the spirits, thank Jesus, thank everyone above, I finally found myself again, and I'm so grateful for that. And I'm not joking when I say so much of that literally comes down to you, because if I was not speaking to you right now, then I wouldn't be able to like exist this way out in public. Like right now, obviously I'm just speaking to a camera in my bedroom. However, because I'm like used to speaking to a camera, I'm like finding my spark back, you know what I mean? I'm like unburying it, and I genuinely feel like, baby, I fully found her and I've stapled her to my forehead. Now I just feel like I can be myself and do whatever and put a funny face and just not really care. So yeah, I'm never losing my spark. I'm gonna get emotional. Next thing I want to talk about is my career update. This is gonna serve as like the fun little life update segment of this vlog. As you guys know, oh my God, it literally 1 month ago yesterday was the day that I came out to my mum, which is absolutely crazy, because I never in a million years expected the kind of response that I had. And I just like, it's just so overwhelming, but in the best way possible, because I'm like I don't even know what to do. I'm like, how that many people resonate with my story is so beyond crazy, and I'm eternally thankful for just everyone's support. But also, like with all the support, I've also got an equal amount, if not more, hate. But one thing about me, I don't check hate. I never check the comments. Like TikTok is like sunshine, butterflies, rainbows, unicorns, daffodils. Instagram, the comments, that is devil, that is Satan, and that is hell. You don't go over there. So that's why I never check the comments on Instagram. But yeah, I just feel like I'm just growing in my career, and I'm finally becoming the person I want to be. So yeah, I'm so excited for that. I'm trying to like direct my content just to be a little bit more like intentional, you know what I mean? Like before I was like super goofy, and I obviously still am so silly, and my personality will never disappear. Like it doesn't matter if I literally watch paint dry for 10 minutes straight, you will always be able to see my personality, and not in like a quiet little subtle way, but like if I don't say it out loud, my face will show exactly how I feel. Like look, happy, sad, upset, oh wait, that's the same thing, weirded out, disgust, See? Yeah, and also guys, I told you how I've signed with a manager, and that is so exciting. I'm not joking when I say I've only been signed with my manager for literally less than a week. And you might be like, oh my God, you're crazy for saying this, but I'm genuinely being 100% truthful. I don't think I've ever met someone who has seen me for who I am, because my just existence, I tie so much of my worth to my career. And because she manages my career in every single corner of my career, she knows like so much of me. Like I would say like I'm like 80% my career and like 20% me. Do you know what I mean? Like I'm just focused on my career because that's how badly I want to succeed. I genuinely feel like she knows me exactly who I am because she knows everything about my content, and that's more than half of who I am. And it is so crazy to me like that the opportunities I once imagined are literally coming to me in my hands. Like my PR package that I got from Garnier is crazy. Like that is absolutely crazy, and I'm shook. Oh yeah, and also I posted an unboxing on TikTok just literally thanking them and talking about how excited I am to use everything. They took it down because they said, oh, this is branded content. Like, firstly, this ain't branded content. You know, this is me doing an unboxing. What's your problem with that? I have no idea. But what I do know is I'm obsessed with the Garnier team. Right now, I'm just focused in making sure that I know where my career is headed. Like, I know what I want, and that's why I'm only trying to produce content which actually will end up me living the kind of career that I want to. You know what I mean? I didn't do a very good job of explaining that, but it is what it is. Also, in terms of my rebrand that I'm currently having, I don't want you guys to think that I'm just like becoming a completely different person, putting on a new mask and like, you know, forgetting everything that has got me to this moment, because that is most definitely not the case. My personality will always be at the forefront of who I am. Like there's no hiding just me, and I've worked so hard on not being embarrassed to be who I am. So because of that, nothing will ever hide that. So don't worry about that. However, I do want my content just to feel slightly more intentional and elevated because I know where I want to be. And because of that, I have to adjust the way that I'm producing my content in order to guarantee and maximize my chances that I actually get to where I want, you know? But I would honestly just say rebranding is becoming more of myself. Like rebranding isn't, oh, me pretending to be someone I'm not, or me acting a certain way just for the way it looks online. Like no, me rebranding is literally just getting closer and closer to my most authentic self. And I always prioritize that. Whenever I speak, I always forget to take breaths. I don't know what it is. I just speak and I'm like, oh, you need to breathe. Like if you don't breathe, you're gonna die. I'm not even saying this for the bit. You guys are literally like my right lung. Like you guys are my heart, you guys are my lungs, you guys are my livers, you guys are my nose, like you guys are my blood, you guys are everything to me. And I don't know how I would experience this life without you guys. And that's literally the truth. So yeah, baby, we are gonna have a blast, so stay tuned. I don't think I'm gonna miss anything about living at home, like genuinely. The only thing I'm gonna miss is not having to pay rent, but that's like a very small price I have to pay for the life of freedom, you know what I mean? So sure, like not paying rent is nice, but other than that, no. What am I gonna miss about this home other than paying my rent? I don't think I can find anything. I literally can't find anything. Like, hear the crickets? Yeah, me too. And I am so beyond excited. Like, I don't care what it takes. I will achieve everything that I want. And I know that for a fact. Like, I know that for a fact. There's no denying that. And you have to have that level of delusion, because the amount of times I've fed that into my brain, it's not delusion. It's a fact. I get what I want in life because I work hard and I stay disciplined. Do you want to know one of my favorite quotes ever? If you work hard, it is impossible to not be rewarded. Like, if you work hard, you are guaranteed to get rewarded within some way. And that's literally a fact. Like, if you work hard, baby, you'll get your reward. If you work hard as Bob the Builder, by the end of it, you'll have a house. If you work hard as a surgeon, by the end of it, you'll have a human being to showcase your work. You feel me? Anyway, guys, that is my little catch-up talk done. I just wanted to film this video just to catch you guys up to speed. And also, I just love talking about myself. Like, don't hate me, don't hate me. But yeah, I'm so excited for the future, and I'm so excited for incredible things to come. Yeah, I want to say thank you guys so much for following me with this journey. I am forever in debt to every single one of you who likes, comments, watches my videos, and just supports within any way. If you guys enjoyed today's video, please make sure you remember to like and subscribe. Oh, I can't go that high. Goodbye, guys. Drink your water, be healthy, go on a run, breathe, and listen to some music and have fun, period. Goodbye. I think I want to do singing. Never ever say never. I always preach. Like, who came up with that? Never say never. I completely agree. Never say never. The right opportunity came across and someone was like, oh, we want you to sing for me. Baby, I would get my Adele voice on and I would say, rolling in the deep. Anyway, goodbye, guys. Till next time.